Right, welcome back guys. New topic for today. We are looking at constructing quadratic graphs. Okay, so a quadratic graph is one that has something like an x squared in it, or it could have 3x squared, it could have 2x squared, it could have, as long as you've got an x squared in it, and that's the highest power, that would be a quadratic graph. Okay, so we've got a question here. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 1. Okay, so that means to find your y value, you take your x value, you square it, and then you take away 1. So let's have a look at this. We've got some gaps here that we need to fill in. Okay, now I would always say fill in the highest number first and then work down. Okay, it's not the only right way of doing things, but I just find it easier. Okay, so to get your y value, which is what we need, we take our x value and we square it. So 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. Take away 1 is 8. Okay. Next one then, so we've got our x value, we need to work out the y value. So we're going to do 1 squared, which is 1. Take away 1, which is 0. Okay. Last one then, this is the tricky one. Okay. Minus 1 squared means minus 1 times by minus 1. Now 1 times 1 is 1, and a minus times a minus is always a positive. So minus 1 times minus 1 is 1. Okay, now that's the table. Okay, so on the grid, draw the graph y equals x squared minus 1. So all of these here are now coordinates. Now if you're stuck on plotting coordinates, there is a video on my YouTube channel where you can go away and have a look at it and come back. Okay, and that's what you need to do. All right, so we've got a point at 0, minus 1. So 0 across, minus 1 down. So I'm going to put a cross there. Okay. Now I've done this in pen so that you can see it. However, you should be doing it in pencil so that if you make a mistake, you can just rub it out with a rubber that you've all got. Okay, the next one, okay, we go 1 across, 0 up. So 1, 0 is there. Okay. 2, 3, so we go across 2, up 3, which comes from this point here. And then we're going to plot this last one, so 3, 8, so we go 3 across, 8 up. Okay. Now we've got 2 more to fill in, so we've got minus 1, 1. Okay, and then we've got minus 2, 3. Okay, now that's not the final graph. That's the points plotted. Now you've got to join it up with a smooth curve. And what I should be seeing, okay, is when you're plotting the points, that it's a smooth curve. Okay, things like this you would lose marks for. Okay, because that is not a joined curve. Okay, all the things like that as well, that's not a smooth curve there, so you'd lose marks for it. Okay, it has to be a smooth curve all the way around, and it has to go through each point or each cross that you've made. Okay, got another example for you here. Have a look at this then. So we've got, this time we've got the equation y equals x squared plus x. So to find your y coordinate, you take your x coordinate and square it, and then you add on another one of the x's. Okay, so this one's probably the easiest one to start with, but we'll go up here because we'll follow the pattern. So to find your y value, you square 3 and add 3 on. So 3 squared is 9. Plus 3 is 12. For 0, okay, we've got 0 squared, so 0 times 0 is 0, plus 0 is still 0. Okay? Minus 2 now. This is where it's going to get a bit tricky. So we've got minus 2 squared, which is 4. Okay, because minus 2 times minus 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus times minus is a positive. So minus 2 times minus 2 is 4. And then we got 4 plus minus 2. Okay, now plus and a minus make that a minus, so we have 2. And now we need to plot these on the graph. Okay, so we've got 0, 0. Okay, we've got 1, 2. We've got 2, 6. And we've got 3, 12. We've then got minus 1, 0. Okay, we've then got minus 2, 2. Okay, and we've got minus 3, 6. Okay, now what did I say we had to do here? We need to join up the coordinates. We're going to do it properly this time. Obviously, you'll be doing this in pencil. And you'll get something like that, okay? Make that a bit thicker there. Okay, so that's everything you need to know. Now, a couple of important bits, okay? An x squared graph will always look like a u or an n. If it's a positive x squared, like that is, okay, it will be in the shape of a u. If it's a negative x squared, okay, it will be in the shape of an n. So if it had minus 2x squared, it would be this shape. And if it had 2x squared, it would be in this shape. Okay, they're the things that you need to remember and you need to check and test, okay, to make sure you're doing the correct thing. I'm going to give you a worksheet to go along with this, okay? So you need to have a go at it. If you get into any problems, let me know. Otherwise, have a good day, guys, okay?